What's up, everybody? You know what it is? It is nah.
What is it?
Alright, here to clap me again, Kilo. Everybody again.
Alright.
Hold on, let me make sure
I'm sorry.
Let me make sure I have no alarms. Y'all know, because the market is about to be opening. So let me turn off all alarms, y'all. Because even when it's on silent, it's still...
Y'all market open on Sunday?
Yes. They open at 5, but yeah, we got you.
I like to know what's going on.
Alright.
Okay.
Here we go. And action.
Welcome, everybody. You know what it is. They call me Miss Key. You're listening to Key Squared on the air. I am here with my co-host,
Nakesha Writes, and today we got the beautiful Miss Donna, because that's why I know her. DJ with us. We go back, but she is an entrepreneur in her own right. She has her company, and she does some trading, and we're going to talk about how she was able to leave her corporate job in America.
take me with you, girl. I want out.
Really?
That's the plan. That's
We
the
got
goal.
excited. I'm right on her coattail. Like, I'm coming. So, DJ, just tell us a little bit about yourself, and we can just say a little bit about what we got, and then we'll get a little detail into it.
Okay, cool. Well, first of all, I'm very excited to be here with you ladies.
We're excited to have you.
Women in power, definitely very attractive. But yeah, for me, I'm really simple. You said most of it. I was with a company for 11 years, working day and night, slaving, oh my gosh, you name it. And I just had no life, like, at all. I was a single mother for at least 10 of those years working there. A lot of times that job had to come first, honestly, because obviously take care of the back end. But just making that conscious decision one day to say, you know what, there is no way I'm going to continue to work hard for someone else and not for myself.
Yes.
So that was the starting factor for me. So then that's when someone introduced Forex trading to me, and I kind of ignored it, honestly, because if it's unfamiliar territory, what do we feel?
Yeah.
No, it's a scam.
Yeah.
It's a scam. Girl, that ain't real.
4X.
Forex is the foreign
F-O-R-E-X.
exchange. The foreign
4X.
exchange.
Okay, let me take my notes.
Yeah,
I
this
know
is-
how I like
it's
to
short
take my notes.
For foreign exchange, the Forex market. Some people may just say trading. You trade different things. It can be stocks, it can be currencies, it can be indices, which is like gold, metals, oils, all of that stuff. Sure, you can trade the stock that people invest in, all kind of stuff. Yeah, we control that, y'all, by the way. But yeah, that, and then also I'm someone that was able to make it pretty high up in the corporate ladder without a college degree. So, when I thought about the company that I wanted to create, have a LLC to potentially pass down to my children, I thought about how hard it was for me to get there. And I was like, man, shoot, if I have a winning formula, why not pay it forward to someone else? And I was like, winning formula. And I said, so going forward as I work, I want to have a winner's energy and no matter what I do. So that's when I merged the two names together and came up with Winergy.
I like
and
that.
that's where the business created came from, and it's just where I embrace people who just feel like they want something outside of school to help them and guide them and lead them, put them in front of the
I like that
purpose.
I like that goal, but everything inside of me is wanting to do, like, y'all probably too young for this, right? My favorite movie is Mahogany with Diana Ross, and there is a scene in there where she looks at her man and he's challenging her, and she goes, "I'm a winner, baby. I'm a win." And that's what it made me think of as soon as you said it, because a lot of black women, we have to have that mentality, right?
Yes.
We get scared of stepping out on our own faith. We
Yes.
do it for everybody else, like you
Yeah,
said,
oh
you
my
were
God,
doing it in the corporate
yes.
world, right?
Retail just boggles you down.
Oh my
like,
God.
you got to work nights, you got to work more. You don't have a set schedule.
You gotta smile when
if
you're not happy.
If you're a management girl, she knows that I don't like the people.
Ever, she hates the people. But that, I mean, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that's really, it immediately, when you said that, it took me to that mindset. And when I always hear Dinah, it's one of my favorite clips. I want y'all to find it. We need to find it and put it on the thing. And she goes, I'm a winner, baby. Because I'm a winner.
Because I'm a winner. I'm a winner, baby.
I need the gif. I need that.
Yes, and I have to, and I do that because there were times also when I was in the process of changing from working for a company making the millions of dollars that I had to learn to step out on my own. And a lot of times, like you said, we talk ourselves down from that. Like, you know, I can't do it. What is it going to be like? Oh, it's going to be hard. I don't have the finances. I don't have the backing. I don't have the support. And sometimes you just have to look at yourself in the mirror and you need to scream, I'm a winner, baby. I'll win.
Because you haven't worked for a company for how long?
I haven't worked for a company in 12 years.
Congratulations.
Yes, 12 years.
That is huge.
That's
That's
major.
major.
Been on my own.
Goals. I'm chasing you.
Yeah. It hasn't been easy. You know, it hasn't always been easy. But I can tell you, like you say, you know, I don't have any kids, but I did have a family life and things like that. So, you know, a lot of times it took a lot. You know, I had to grow my business. I had to grow my brand. And people know me. People know my name in mental health and substance abuse services. And I've never advertised. Never advertised. There's not one commercial, me begging nobody to come on board.
She finna make a commercial for this shop.
But you know, it all came from word of mouth. And my grandmother used to always say, "Let your work speak for you."
Yes.
So all of my clients in 12 years have come from individuals that said, "Oh, you need X, Y, and Z. You need to go talk to Miss Key. Miss Key can get you what you need."
Beautiful.
And so I'm empowered, and I'm glad that you're here because I want to hear your story about how you took that leap also. So from building somebody else's fortune to building your own.
Yes.
And passing down not just riches, but wealth. And that's what a lot of our black and brown people, we don't understand the difference between riches and wealth. Wealth is completely different. Wealth is when you have a legacy, something to pass down. So I'm interested. I want to hear more about what you say. You've built your company. I want to know where you started from. Also, you said corporate, right?
So we're going to go to the break. We're going to go to a break. And when we come back, we're going to go ahead and get you to talk a little bit more about that. All right.
So
it's a who?
None of your business.
It was really nice meeting you all. Go home. I was a little hungry.
Yeah, I want you to talk about what you did in corporate.
Okay.
You know, so people understand. I know a lot of people, they say I worked in corporate America, but that could be different things for different people.
For sure.
Yeah.
So they need to get that inspiration too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, if she did it, I could do it too.
With
I
no
can step
degree
up.
too. Like
With
that's
no
amazing.
degree.
Not a degree, girl. Just the degree deal.
And see, if I'm sitting here
She got a
like,
life degree.
you know, I got a whole
I
degree
think
and
I'm
can't
gonna
climb
do
that
gathering
ladder.
song for you.
Yeah. Talk about this too, without a degree, because a lot of people, they feel like, I know in mental health they feel like that too.
Yeah.
Because
It's across the board.
it's across the board.
I have one and I'm still struggling to climb up.
Because it's not about the degree.
No,
It's
they will
not.
put a glass ceiling on you just
Oh
because
my
of
God.
who you are.
Then back in the
It's
day,
the
it
ability
used
to
be-
label you
Yeah.
as to whatever, and it's like,
That's not me.
okay, okay, you have a degree, but guess what? We work in the same job doing the same thing.
And I'm
Listen,
probably
I had
more
so
than
many
you.
people I have to train like that because in mental health it's all about the credentials. Kilo, now he could say, you know I'm a PP, right? Professional, right?
All right.
Every job.
All right, everybody, we are back on the air, but my butterfly is not.
That butterfly trying to be free. That butterfly been trying to be free for long.
Right? We are Key Squared on the air. I'm your girl, Nakesha Writes.
Y'all know what it is. They call me Miss Key.
And we are here with my friend DJ. We go back to TJ Maxx days.
Oh,
Yes.
the Max.
Yes.
The foundation.
Max
The
for the
foundation.
minimum.
Was she working there when I met you?
No, I was
Oh,
at,
man.
no, it wasn't at that one. And so
I tried to go back to the years, but it just
it
made
had
me
to be
feel very
around,
old.
we
gonna count the years.
99.
Oh.
But let's digress. So we're gonna talk about your corporate job, what we were talking about, your corporate, look at that face though, your corporate
Make
job.
them eyelashes flutter.
Y'all just made me rest.
Yeah. And that whole degree topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, the no degree, absolutely. So, you know, we were mentioning not too long ago that a lot of times companies make you feel like it's all about a degree. Like, if you don't have a degree, you can't move up, you can't do this, you can't do that, you don't know this, you don't know that. But it's like, okay, a degree. But experience, to me,
life
beats out everything, right?
Yes.
And let's be real, you know, there are times where people do have degrees, but for some reason that make them feel more lax, right? And the people with no degrees, they're working hard because they're like, I got something to prove, I got something to prove. Getting our little baby on, we got something to prove. But everyone else, you know, a lot of people with degrees feel as though, I mean, shoot, I done went to school, I dropped down 8 years, shoot, I did the work I'm gonna do, I done stayed up, I work hard, you know.
It makes people complacent, I think.
It does. Okay, clap, clap, you read a book and took a test. Okay, fine, no problem. But for those of us who didn't choose that path, you know, it's a matter of, in corporate America, I always said, look, I want to go up. So what do I have to do to say, listen, don't label me. Like, I have the ability. As long as I have the ability and the knowledge, I'm equipped. I'm ready to do it.
One thing I still to this day, that the retail companies, or maybe any company, I'm not sure, but the retail companies I have been in, if you work there for years and then you get a management position, they lowball you so low. So it's like, I ain't even gonna lie, when I became a manager from working within, I got 30,000 now, 32 maybe. But if somebody came from outside, they would give them like 40
because of a piece of paper.
And how do you do that and not feel a certain, you know, resentment?
I literally got lucky because I went from one store to another, and the lady worked there so long that she made more money than me, but I was a manager. So they had to bump my pay up because she made more money than me.
And the way you beat it too is, okay, I've talked to people who are in that position. This is where they are. Let's talk about it. Why am I here? You need to tell me why you felt like I only deserve this. And you make them know, like, again, you're putting me in yet another box saying I'm not qualified to make that.
I had a degree. Right? And so that didn't even matter.
But you're strong.
And just so this is a topic that everybody can get on board with, because you have 3 Black women, educated women that are here, right, of all different levels of education. Some of us have degrees, some of us don't. But I'm in mental health. You came from corporate America, and you're in retail. And it happens across the board. I have had positions where, in like in mental health, it's all about your licensure, your certification, your degrees. It's the same thing. And that was another reason why I decided that, you know, some people take different paths. Everybody wanted me to, get your license, be a licensed therapist. That wasn't my thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't, I'm an empath. So I feel everything. So for me to sit around and listen to everybody's pain, hurts, traumas, that's too much for me. I knew that wasn't somewhere I wanted to be, but it was going to limit me on where I could be and what I wanted to do in my career. So that's when I decided to start changing the different types of positions that I took to get the education and the knowledge that I needed to get, so that when it was time for me to step out, for me to be like, bye, I don't need to do this for you, I'm making you millions of dollars, I can do this on my own. I went from making $25, $30 an hour to charging individuals $55 to $75 an hour for the knowledge and experience that is in my head that I had. And I had people that I worked for begging me to come back. Key, come back. Miss Key, come back. Nah, bruh.
But you knew your worth and you stuck with it.
That's right.
You charged your worth, period.
Listen,
So,
pay me like I weigh, boo. And I done gained a couple pounds. Okay?
Me too.
You said it best. You said, you know, do things beyond what you're currently doing so that people see, like, you know, this person wanted, they got it. And that's exactly what I did, honestly. If I was in customer service, then I'm doing sales. If I'm in sales, then I'm helping out from a leadership standpoint on that level. You always want to be doing more than what you're expected to do. I mean, some people feel like, man, they're not paying me for that. Well, now you box yourself. Oh my gosh.
When people box it, that's not my job. That's not my
That's
job.
not my department.
But even if that's not your department and that's not your job, why would you not want to know that skill set that when that door comes open, because the door is going to open.
Correct.
And if you have closed yourself behind that door, then when something does come available, they're going to look right past you.
Yep.
And I hate that. In mental health, you hear people say that all the time. Well, that's not my job. I don't have to do that. You know what? Listen, I consult and I train and I mentor people all the time. As soon as I hear that mindset, I move on. I have already put them in a position.
I'm turned off.
That's it for me.
Right.
So Winergy, what are you utilizing Winergy, your business Winergy? How do people get in touch with you for you to help them with your services?
So typically, of course, I'm a huge social media person. Obviously, like I remember you mentioned something like with no advertisement, word of mouth, and things like that. I think when we're starting business, we get so caught up into the makeup of the business. I want to paint the face of the business, but it's just like, I think your business is you. If people are naturally attracted to you, you don't have to jump out there and do all of that. But social media definitely, which I'm sure you guys can get out there. But if not, then I am Winergy LLC at gmail.com.
Can you spell that?
Yes, IAM WINNERGY LLC at gmail.com.
Awesome.
So Winners Energy, again, is what brought it together. But taking young adults, more so minority young adults, because guys, let's be real, we don't really have the way that a lot of other cultures do. So that is my focus audience and my target audience, honestly. Because I just want to help them so that we groom them. So if they need interview clothing or anything like that, we have gently used professional clothing that we give. Because you're going to go on more than one interview. And we do mock interviews with them to make sure that, they are ready to get those fireball questions that they like to ask in an interview. Of course, my favorite one, tell me about yourself. I hate that question. Oh my God.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my God. It's a trigger question.
Tell me a strength and a weakness that you have.
Oh my gosh. It's like, listen, you already done picked that. Bye. Like, let's go away from this traditional interview style, please.
Yes.
But that's pretty much what we do. We do small business as well. This pandemic really shook a lot of business, right?
Yes.
So we teach them how to be digital, how to reach customers digitally for those who still don't feel comfortable mingling and things like that. So we get them, in touch with, basically expand their business out, like through obviously the internet. That's what everybody is going to. If this pandemic didn't teach anything, it taught people how to shop online, deal online. Even our great grandparents, y'all, it'd be 80 people. They'd be online ordering groceries, all kind of stuff.
Ain't no more fingerhood.
Who are you telling your age? Oh my God.
No, she didn't say fingerhood.
Yes, she did. You know people got scammed by fingerhood.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I am Winergy LLC at gmail.com. Definitely for those services that she just described. I am going to do the artist spotlight when we come back. And we'll get you to talk about how it felt to leave that corporate job and the Forex. A little bit about Forex.
Okay.
But our artist spotlight, look, I'm looking at the light like, what's over there? Our artist spotlight, today we're going to do Gavin Maestro. He is a local artist from Greensboro, North Carolina. We are going to play his song, Megan. So y'all check that out. Come on after the break. Key Squared on the air every Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Eastern Standard
Time.
Thank you.
Love it.
This is fun. Yeah, I want to know about the trading.
Me on Instagram and stuff like that.
I'll post it, and I'll make sure you guys.
I want to know about the trading. I'm interested because my cousin just.
That's what I was telling you about.
Bruce was telling me about that when he was here. It's not Bitcoin, but it's something else. Girl, I don't know.
Is it? I don't even know how to pronounce. Is it Dogecoin or is it Dogecoin?
I don't know, but I know he told me that he got 150 sitting there.
He was in Dogecoin.
He was like, I got 150.
Missed out on that. Travis got a little bit of money off of that, but
is he trading as well?
He's not trading the Forex, no, but he been doing crypto. Well, you don't need a clap. We good.
Look at this Negro in there. What you got that you ain't trying to share with nobody?
Just popcorn.
He over there just snacking it and smacking.
All right.
I'm trying to hurry up before
Mm-hmm.
so I don't make the bag noise. All right, I'm back.
Workers. So welcome back, everybody. We are here with Miss DJ, as we like to call her. She is here talking about her company, I Am Winergy.
Or just Winergy.
Or Winergy,
Winergy.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You can find her on Instagram. She's going to tell us a little bit more about her background in trading and things of that nature.
And
I'm interested to hear it. Yeah.
How it felt to leave corporate America.
Leave.
Yes. I'm out of here.
Leave. The smile, though, the natural smile was leave. Yeah, it felt great. So by the time I left corporate America, I was a general manager, leading a team, went to several different stores. They always put me at fix-it stores, and I always had to prove myself to see whether I could bring that store up. But then it hit me, and it's like, wait a minute, I ain't proving jack. These people know what I can do. They just using me. Okay, so corporate America, you guys are used to firing people. Okay, DJ is about to fire you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, I had to look at the camera for that one.
That always feels good.
Yes, I had to look at the camera for that one, for the corporate. I had to fire corporate. So what I did was, speaking of the Forex, that pretty much opened the door. Of course, Winergy was something that I actually was gonna leverage while working for the corporate company. We did a lot of volunteer work and things like that, so I was kind of gonna leverage that. But obviously, God had different plans. But
doesn't
oh my goodness,
isn't it
oh my gosh, it's always wonderful. So remember when I told y'all that someone told me about Forex like 4 years prior to leaving?
Yeah.
Well, it came back around and buzzed in my ear. And sometimes asking for a sign is a sign, right? So I knew it was time to go because I just was getting very uncomfortable. I started to feel used, demotivated,
irritated.
Right, irritated, and that's the thing. I wasn't inspired. Honestly, it's retail. Period.
Yes,
Like it don't matter what retail store company you work
Customer
at.
is not always right.
Ooh, y'all making me hot.
It's not. It's not. I don't care. We need to redo that. That needs a remix.
Yes, all the way.
Or she mix. We can do a she mix. But anyway, I was introduced to that again. I know, right? It wants to fly.
Let it be free.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's free. Go ahead.
So Forex came back around, and this time I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop joining these free calls. I'm gonna pay somebody to give me a quick crash course to it. And I mean, of course, when they told me the fee, I almost passed out. But I was like, you know what? How many times do I waste money shopping, eating out, all this other stuff like that?
Why you trying to pull
bundles,
my card? I just don't understand.
Makeup, all this other stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna waste some money this year. I won't say the amount. Couple thousands, right? Don't we know? Okay. So nonetheless, I paid them to give me a quick crash course to the market. They put me directly in front of the market, gave me some very basic knowledge around what the market could do. And you know me, I don't just take one person's word for it. I got out there on the internet and I just started studying different people and their strategies and applying it to the knowledge I already had. One, loss, let's be real. Trial and error, that's very important. And you know, that's
don't be scared to do that.
Right?
I think when people get into new things, I think when people get into new things, they have, you know, they it doesn't go right away, and so they're like, oh, this wasn't supposed to be, and they quit. And then you miss out on your blessing.
Right, and it's new. You have to give yourself a break. I'm learning something new, and I'm not gonna ace it every time. Like, who goes to work and win every day?
Me,
and that's why.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to put that out there. You know. But anyway, go ahead, girl.
I mean, the reality is, for me, and maybe it was just for other people, working for other people. I'm not coming to work to win every day, and that's why I tell people, find something that inspires you, because you're not going to be motivated every day. Nobody is motivated every day. I don't want to hear it. You can't tell me.
What do they say? Do what you love. And then when you say do what you love, and it never feels like work. That's a lie.
You work harder for yourself. Do you not? Girl.
And I think that a lot of people, how you were saying you was going to waste money on this, a lot of people don't want to invest in themselves. They'll invest like you said, they'll invest money in fast food.
They want the answers, but not the knowledge.
But they don't put the money in to actually build.
It's about budgeting too, right?
Right.
So I'm really bad at budgeting.
Oh my god.
Please don't do that. We don't have to let people know. I am bad. I'm just saying, but I don't need to post it. I know it's so quick. You know? Okay, I'm bad at budgeting for certain things.
Yeah.
Let me say that.
Okay.
I don't mind spending money. But I hate wasting it. That's why I'm not a gambler.
I love that, yeah.
I'm not a gambler, and I think that's part of the reason why I haven't stepped out on certain things too, because I feel like it's a gamble.
Understand.
Right? So did you feel like this was a gamble? Like, how did you make that leap to say, okay, yeah, it's a gamble, but I have to let me go ahead and get over that fear of like losing something.
I can honestly say that I trusted the person who introduced me to it.
Okay.
Sometimes if you don't, it was her brother. I trusted.
He's pretty trustworthy.
Yeah. He's go Rashawn. You know
That's my bestie.
And with him saying it, and because I trust him, I was like, I trust this.
And see, that's an area that I have issue with. You know what I'm saying? Because in business, it is hard to find somebody that you trust. Everybody does not have good intentions. And for me, like, I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer Leo, so I'm a Cancer, so that is a whole nother beast in and of itself. Yeah, I'm a Cancer.
Two in the building.
That's right. Two in the building.
There we go.
Birthday in 10 days? 10 days? Okay. Anyway, so for me, trust is a huge issue. And because I have been burnt in business before by somebody that not only was just like, this was my partner, somebody that I love. We were in a relationship. So I got burned by that person. And then, so that person could burn me. If that person could burn me after all that time, then here comes this stranger trying to, pull me into something else. Like, it took me a long time. Very few people I trust. This one right here could destroy me in like a matter of seconds. If she needed to. Because I trust her, and so she holds the keys to the kingdom. For me. But even with that, it took me a while to get there. Yeah. So learning how to find that right person to trust, to mentor you, to take you to the next level is hard.
And I'll be real, I think it was one of those things where, like she said, I had the person who brought it to me before was not the person who cracked the egg. I would say it was my brother, like she said, because I was like, okay, now my brother doing it. All right, God, see, I know you was gonna let me run. I see. There you go. There it go. There's the door. So my brother obviously definitely cracked the egg for me because he posted a winning trade. Okay. And I was like, what you're not gonna do is leave me behind. You know how in school they got no child left behind, no sibling left behind.
We came together, we leave together.
Hello, we from the same womb, sir. Yeah. So then he got me in touch with the person who introduced him to the market, and like I said, that's where we paid the fee and things like that, and learned a quick crash course. And yes, to answer your previous question, it did feel like a gamble at first. Because you want to know why? All my trust was in one way of learning.
Okay.
When I had to branched out and started seeing the common things about trading. Was that the second one?
That was the second one.
You know what?
Some butterflies want to be free, honey. Just let them go, honey.
But wait a minute. We ain't going to talk about how this was a whole message, though. Okay?
That was you leaving corporate.
Yeah. That was me leaving corporate. What did I say? Message?
The butterflies are on
The message.
Come on. You better come on.
Listen, we said nobody left behind, so that second butterfly. I'm just saying. I caught the message. I'm with you.
Pay attention to the signs.
I'm just saying. All right. So yeah, we did that, and I learned. It took about 4 months before I trusted myself to get out there live, because we did do it on a practice account. That helps with the gambling feeling. It helps with the knowledge. If you start with a practice account, I think a lot of times.
What's a practice account? What is that?
So
is that play money?
Like demo.
Right. It is play money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's exactly like the live account. I can say that now that I'm actually trading live. It's exactly like that. And honestly, if you want to know the truth, I still trade with my practice account. I get into the trade with my practice account first. And then that's where I get in with my live if it's going the right direction. If it's not, to go the other way.
Yeah.
So anyway, you get big money fast, but legal.
Yeah.
So it can be scary as well, because it's something different. But once I saw the money started to roll in, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the type of person, I'm very analytical. So I was like, wait a minute. Because I'm at work for this amount of time and I make about $280 a day, $300 a day. So wait a minute. If I can just get it where I'm only making $300 a day, I can walk away from this place. And then I started seeing a couple of hundreds a day. And then I started seeing 1,000 a day. We all can attest to this. And it's like, wait a minute. So now I done made a week pay in a night.
Girl, I won't get there.
Corporate America, who? Wait,
No.
you know what? Let me pull what these other cultures do. I need a mental health break.
Yes, you do.
What is it called? FMLA?
That's it.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So basically, I need a mental health break so I can lock in on this Forex trading so I can still have my job secured in case this doesn't work. Because you got to always have a plan.
Multiple streams of income, so multiple directions, people. Multiple streams of income. People think I'm a Jamaican or from the islands or something because I have so many different methods of money
you and me
in.
both. You and me both. Because somebody hit me the other day and was like, I have a new money opportunity. I don't care how much money is coming from where. A new money venture, I'm going to hear you. Because that's my love language.
Yeah.
You know, okay? Like, if you want to,
I like expensive things. It doesn't look like it, but I do.
But you know what?
And she can't stand because I won't buy a pair of shoes over $30.
No, she won't, and it drives me crazy. We don't even want to talk about this little shiny bag that she had that she kept for like 5 years.
But it's okay, because think about millionaires. They're not flashy.
They're not flashy.
They're not.
They also don't carry this shiny bag for like 5 years. It was over. It cost $1. Listen. It was a sequence bag. Y'all remember the sequence bags that was out when everybody was wearing? You know that bag. Don't act like you don't know that bag. It was like the little satchel.
Yeah.
And she would show up with this daggone sequence satchel bag everywhere she went. It drove me.
But you know what
nuts.
she did? She moved it to the ring. She put the sequences on the butterfly.
Yes. And I'm so happy when she came in with that new bag. Because I'm a bad girl. So here I am carrying my bags. We're not going to talk about how much they cost.
I'm glad I left mine in the car.
They cost more than that sequence bag. But here I am with my little fancy bag. And people are like, oh, girl, let me see that bag. And here she come walking behind me with that sequence bag.
See, I'm like you, and that's why I'm glad I left my little purse in the car.
I wanted to set that
You
thing
could have
on
came
fire.
for my bag so hard. And it's a satchel. But wait, why is it a satchel?
I said, you might as well just wear a fanny pack. What is going on here?
Okay, I have a Nike fanny pack that I take.
Lord have mercy.
I feel so judged.
I have to. I ain't gonna.
But it's okay though.
Yes,
Because you know what else you got in that fanny pack? Some thousands of dollars.
money.
Okay, it's not. It's what's holding.
That's right.
It's what it's holding. It's what it's
Yeah,
holding.
that's right.
Period.
Yes, I definitely enjoyed this.
I have.
Yes. Do you have anything coming? Like, you don't really like performing them, but do you have anything coming up? Any
Any seminars?
So
So now that I'm
classes,
vaccinated for a few months and I feel safe to be around humans, and the good news is now it's humans I'll love to be around versus have to be around.
This is true.
Okay. So now I feel more comfortable booking some events with partnering up with some other ladies. I'm so excited to be saying ladies. First of all.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be getting some vendor booths and things like that where we can talk about it. Sync up with colleges and even
do pop-ups?
churches. Yes.
Okay, so I have some connections for you with some pop-ups.
Perfect. I
And
love that. Thank you.
my niece is in here. She's still in studio. She does some pop-ups and things like that.
Nice.
So I think it's really important that we network amongst each other.
Absolutely.
People
Absolutely.
to hold information. And
I don't
listen,
know
there
why.
is enough
It's
money
enough.
out there for everybody
everybody.
to get it. I'm
Everybody.
telling you. And
Everybody.
yeah, our culture, if we worked together, we teamed up, I'm telling you.
Dangerous.
It was, what?
That's why they have to
Take
make
over
us
the
feel like
world.
we're separate. Because they
Yes.
know if we come together, it's forever.
It's
Yeah. As our girls say, forever.
All right. Yeah. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you
My pleasure.
so
My
much.
pleasure.
I
It was
did
very informative.
Yeah. Where were you?
You know what? He was back eating popcorn. Back there. Speaking popcorn.
So this is Key Squared on the air. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern
Standard time. Because she always forgets.
I
So.
All right.
Your girl ponytail is looking real good in here today. Okay. Sometimes my ponytail be a rock star, and sometimes it just be a rock. So, but today it's feeling kind of rock starish, you know.
Girl, that's what I told my sister yesterday. She was like, "Do you ever wear your natural hair?" I'm like, "Absolutely," and that's what triggered me to start experimenting with like making my own hair products because I know what my hair likes. My hair likes hydration.
My hair hates everybody.
So I started experimenting like my own little hair products and stuff like that. And I told her I do wear my natural hair, and sometimes and most times it's just a natural disaster. So I just don't.
I tell people all the time, I live with my hair. My hair does not live with me. And at any point in time,
that is hilarious.
I don't wear this ponytail all week. Child.
It's so cute.
All I do is brush it up on the sides and keep it moving.
I wish my hair would just.
I know. I've been in awe of her hair for years.
Don't judge me.
Please let me have it.
All right.
It's beautiful.
So we got the random question.
Random question of the day. Wait for me to do the pew pew pews, right? Random question of the day. Pew 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 pew. All right, DJ. Random question of the day has nothing to do with anything that you talked about. We just want to know: lemon pepper or buffalo style wings? Come on. I'm gonna judge you.
Buffalo style.
Oh, yes!
But wait a minute. Can I ask a question back real quick?
Yes.
Flats or drums?
Drums,
Flat.
baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a flat.
Blue cheese or ranch?
Ranch.
Okay. I knew it was a connection.
Yes.
I knew it was a connection.
And this is why Nakesha Writes and I get along so well. Because when you go somewhere, you know they try to charge you like extra. Oh, I want it's gonna be an extra 50 cents. Don't worry about it. We'll just take one order. We just switch them lanes right on out.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. She likes the flats and I like the drums.
It's so much work with the flats.
I don't understand why you laughing back there.
You took the things right off.
Girl, drum to me is just sitting there ready.
Let me tell y'all something. Somebody asked me why I can't do crimes, and the reason why is because I could never eat another chicken wing a day in my life. When they send you to prison, you don't get to pick your different wings that you want to eat in prison.